So today we're going to go over OPE IDs and federal school codes, which are not the same thing, even though I was under the impression they are. Sometimes you'll see OPE ID and federal school code used interchangeably, or even the word code used with OPE ID. Usually in the purpose of the FAFSA and filling that out in the 6-digit school code that they want. In many cases they are both 6 digits, but in many cases they are not the same. So what I'm going to do today is just show you the difference. Couple of different places to get these codes. One is IPEDS, great name by the way, but basically you can download all types of institutional data from here. Once you get to the main site here, you can go to this download custom data files and pull all sorts of statistical information about a university or post-secondary institution. But all we're going to do today is just pull a few variables. Basically we want to pull this, we want to pull everybody. So you can go over to this groups section, and we're just going to pick all 7,000 plus, and then we go ahead and I think we add kudos to whoever built this interface. It is quite amazing. I think, okay, so you go ahead and click search. Even though it gave you the total there, it didn't pull any of them. So then the next step is to select our variables, and there's the nondescript continue button there in the middle of everything. You pick the year, and then what we're concerned with here are these institutional characteristics, and nice double drop there, and we want the directory info. So the name, aliases are good. You may want address information, is always handy to have. Let's see, state code, which is just state again, geographic region, not worried about that. Let's see, usually the website's a good thing to have, not the fax number but the phone number. This eligibility indicator code, not sure what that is, that's not what we want. We do want this OPE ID number, and I think that about does it. But they have lots of good stuff in here, whether it's a tribal college or not. Latitude and longitude, always handy to have. County name, things like that. So you can kind of dig through here. They have all types of statistical stuff, average test scores, things like that, enrollment, all types of great stuff. We're going to skip all that. I just want a one line per institution file here, which I guess even with the stats it would be one line per institution. When you finish selecting variables from the tree, click continue. Alright, here we go. And imputation variables, I'm not even sure what that means, gonna have to look it up. Great word though. And then it gives you these different formats here. We just want CSV, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on that, and boom, it zips it up, and now you've got that file. And so now I'm going to change gears. We've got 7,700 plus OPE IDs for institutions that are registered with Department of Ed. You'll notice we're on an official site here. So now we're going to switch gears and flip over here. Notice, look, we're still on a Department of Education site. Instead of IPEDS, now we like to IFAP. So here we are, we're IFAPing, and I actually found this site from a generic lookup that the FAFSA site links to, so that you can look up the code as you're filling out the FAFSA. You can look up your institution's code. I'm really surprised there's not a generic site out there just as a lookup or a reverse lookup for these things, but there's not. And so anyway, here we are. I was able to find a way to just get the complete list here and So I'm going to go ahead and just click on this. They don't give you any options of what you get and what you don't. You just get this this great Office 2007 plus compatible Excel spreadsheet. We're going to save it and save it down to the downloads here and open this up. We're going to take a quick peek at these things. So here we go. Here's the school code, which I'm referring to as Federal School Code. You'll see it referred to that in different fashions. As far as a 6-digit item used for financial aid, primarily. Some people will piggyback off that and use it for other things, but some of the things that differentiate it from the OPE ID is that this one allows letters in it. So you see B's, E's, F's, and it is limited to 6 digits. Then next field over, we've got school name. Notice everything's all caps. Things like University of Guam, this one's great because look, they just randomly truncated university there. So good luck if you want to try to relate this to anything else, because they do not give you any other IDs. They do give you some useful empty fields here as far as province and country and postal code. It looks like it's blank for anything that's United States. So I guess they only care about country and province, or country even if it's outside the United States. So thanks for that. But anyway, let's just go back and take a look at Guam, and then what I want to do is go ahead and unzip this file that we've got here, and let's open it up and hope if I get to the file browser here somewhere. File manager and desktop. No, I don't want to go to desktop. Here we go. And let's open up this over 1 meg file here. First thing, I don't think I compared the number, but apparently, so we had over our 7,700 schools that have an OPE ID. Well, there's only about 7,200 that have a federal school code. So that's one thing that's fun. You've got some institutions out there that do not have a school code. Looks like I blew away University or Univ of Guam there, but no worries. So here's the file generated from IPEDS. They've got their own special unit ID, which is also a 6-digit numeric field, but not really used anywhere outside of IPEDS that I can tell. Their institution name has nice punctuation and capitalization and everything. Year we're not really worried about. Looks like it gave us institution name twice. Maybe that's a default. Gave us the address and everything. Also not all caps. States even spelled out, even though you'll notice it says abbreviation, so good job on that. Telephone number without any kind of punctuation, so it's just a string of digits. Not a big deal. Sort it out yourself. And then you'll notice this OPE ID number over here. First thing, you'll see some 6 digits, some 7. I don't know if it goes all the way up to 8. But just as a comparison, let's take a look and see if we can find University of Guam in here. And you'll notice here's University of Guam. We're going to scroll over, take a look at its OPE ID, and let's see, where is it? I know the number I'm looking for, and I don't think that's it. Where's the OPE ID? It is somewhere in here, unless I deleted it. Maybe. There it is. Okay, so now we got to find Guam again. It's going to be after the web address. Here we are. Sorry for the squirrely mouse here. Okay. So there's the web address. And let's see. I know the one I'm looking for, and it's not that. So let's just do a search for this. Here we go. All right, so you notice 393500 is Guam's OPE ID, but their federal school code is 003935. Now, would those work interchangeably? In most cases, if you're not counting zeros, then it's just 3935. It's going to work great. Then again, if you're looking at detailed reports, it's not. And these match on, I'd say, about 80% of these in that different form of one or the other, where one's missing zeros and one's not. But there are no letter codes in the OPE IDs, and then of course you also do run into 6-digit OPE IDs, and so those are definitely not going to work in the case of a federal school code. So that's just my little quick tutorial on pulling data from IPEDS and IFAP, and then the difference between OPE IDs and federal school codes. Hope this helps someone that may have been under the impression that they're the same thing. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.